the butts!
Company called Sark.
Ah! Forget about the radio.
Yeah.
We're gonna go see a movie. And we're talking in the car to see the movie.
Are you sort of tiptoeing around the fact that we changed the name to this?
Okay, well, I'm not a fan of the word ride along because, not the word, just calling this ride along. It fits, but it's kind of like meh. We're gonna think of a thing better at the time.
Yeah, sure.
I suggest if you call it car butts.
Seems so much better. Makes sense.
Because like
Those
everything,
two words make sense together.
the whole channel is butt themed,
You're right.
and we're in a car, and I want that to be part of like us like riding in the car. Like one of the best parts about going to see a movie is talking about
Sure.
stuff. But apparently Ben doesn't like the idea of.
We're working on the title. Like I could come around to car.
Well, that's for later.
We're going to see Ant Person, Moth Girl.
And first the Moth Girl.
Yeah.
Or Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah. That's what I said. So I'm missing a bunch of Marvel things.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
We have learned this every time we see one.
I know. But I have seen the first Ant-Man.
Mm-hmm. What do you think?
I liked it a lot. It was the right level of goofy and fake science that they weren't pretending like they were smart.
Yeah,
They were just like, yeah, we're going to give you some goofy things and you're going to know it's goofy, but it's cool.
You're not taking themselves too seriously.
They're not taking themselves too seriously because he said moving atoms closer together is how they're doing this. Cool. Until he gets smaller than an atom, and then it's like, I guess your atoms are really close together, or they're getting smaller. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I like the premise, whatever the science behind it.
Hey, there's nothing about density or anything. Just
Yeah,
it does what it needs to do.
It fluctuates. It's cool, whatever. But I like it. And so what I'm expecting on this one, because we really just got him barely getting the handle on his powers in the first movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was sort of
he gets a good grasp.
montage, and right at the end he's got a good grasp. But it's only right at the end.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm presuming in Civil War there was some grasp of his powers that were great. But I haven't seen it yet, and so what I'm looking forward to is some stunting and some shrinking and some dinking.
Would you like for me to tell you what happened in Civil War?
Yeah, but do it in as few words as possible. I'll give you 3 sentences. 3 carefully thought out sentences to tell you what happened in Civil War.
Thought out. Okay.
Sentence 1.
Captain America and Iron Man are fighting with separate teams of superheroes.
Okay, cool. So they split up everybody, pick teams. They're fighting.
Fighting each other.
Cool. That's sentence 1.
Yes.
So the first sentence premise. That's good. I kind of know what's going down now. I know why it's called Civil War.
Ant-Man is on Captain America team.
Okay.
Who end up losing, and he gets arrested.
Okay. Good dependent clauses. Stretching your sentence. I like it. Problem.
Uh-huh.
This modifier. Not sure if it was Ant-Man that got arrested or Captain America. But one of them got arrested.
I'm
assuming it wasn't Ant-Man because he could just shrink himself out of any prison.
Ant-Man got arrested.
Okay. There. Okay. Well, there's your 3 sentences. So I guess we'll give you a 4th since that middle one was.
Okay. Well, excuse me for thinking I was talking about Ant-Man. That the subject of the sentence would be Ant-Man as the one who got arrested.
I'm just saying.
I realized I had to clarify it.
Carefully.
I think my original sentence still stands. Ant-Man picked Captain America's team and he got arrested.
Yeah.
How would that not follow Ant-Man? Ant-Man is the subject of that sentence. If you take out Captain America from that sentence, Ant-Man got arrested, it still works.
You're saying so many sentences now. What's your 4th sentence?
The 3rd sentence.
Plot sentence. That was 3rd. Sorry.
Captain America breaks Ant-Man out at the end of the movie.
What is he? I'm guessing Ant-Man didn't have his suit.
You keep asking me a question. Do you want me to give more sentences?
Okay, whatever.
What are these rules of these sentences going to be?
Okay, we're getting lost in the weeds here. He gets out. It's Captain America's fault that he gets out. We like this.
Yes.
And that's the end of the movie?
Yeah.
So he doesn't have a whole lot of character development, it sounds like.
Correct.
In the middle of this thing.
I think the only thing that's going to be important about that is the fact that he was arrested and then he escaped.
Cool.
Potentially unlawfully.
Now I know that. So he's on the lam.
Potentially.
He was kind of already on the lam.
Yeah.
They didn't really. Oh, I guess the hunky new dad.
Cop dad.
Let him go because cops can just do that. They can just
Not
change.
this one, like by the theater.
Yeah, the thing
sorry.
is, you mentioned a different theater. The one we usually go to is by not the theater that you mentioned we're going to.
Oh. Well, let's go to the theater then.
Okay.
We're meeting our friend Kitty. She is
Look at where we're
at a place.
You know,
Cinemark. I'm assuming it's closer to your house.
okay.
I don't quite remember. I'm sorry.
I don't know either. I'm gonna look it up. Just say some
No
things
problem.
for a little bit while I look it up.
But yeah, no plot developments. He's there. He's really cute around Captain America because like, he gets like sort of embarrassed, like or like star shock or whatever that's called.
Oh yeah.
Like Captain America, it's nice to meet you. I'm shaking your hand for too long.
Oh.
And he has a little bit of a run. He has a very cool moment, but I'm not going to spoil it for you.
You were right. It's a cool moment.
Yeah, but the way he uses his powers is cool. He's locked up in a jail cell. Like Iron Man's walking around, like talking to people. Like sees Hawkeye, and he says something to them. Then Ant-Man tries to say something to Iron Man. Iron Man's like, "Who are you?"
Oh. Made fun of.
It's a fun movie though.
Cool. I definitely want to see it. So this one, I'm assuming we're back with just Ant-Man, and we saw at the beginning, at the end of Ant-Man, the Wasp suit that he given his daughter, the professor, whatever.
Yeah, Hank Pym gave his daughter Hope Wasp.
Yes. Which was her mom's suit.
Yes.
She inherited her mom's
Or it was going to be her.
spandex suit.
It's
Oh,
going
it
to be her mom's
the
suit,
new-
then her
It
mom
wasn't actually. Gotcha.
somehow shrank her atoms lower than atoms.
And she wasn't loved as much as Ant-Man, so she couldn't come back like he did when that happened to him.
Yeah.
Because he took one of his weapons and stuck it in his belt
Mm-hmm.
instead of a regulator.
You know, in his like week of experience with the suit, he figured out.
Hey, if I jam this one thing in my hand and this other thing, and my kid loves me enough, I'll come back.
Yeah. Have you seen trailers for this one?
Only that I see her flying and him jokes about why can't I fly.
That's good. That's
all
good.
I've seen. That is all I've seen. And there's like a lot of actions happening on a car, I think.
Yeah.
And it looks like there's a lot more making other things big and small, which was a fun, seemed like partially part of the other one.
Yeah, they use it a lot for sort of like gag reasons.
Yeah, for like big stuff. But
Like
that seems like the shrink and expanding ray is also feels like a pretty good cure for most of the bad guys. Like, if a giant bad guy's there, just shrink it.
Shrink.
And then it's a worm. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
whereas Ant-Man been for like every other problems.
Yeah.
Shrink. I like how prominent the female lead is, and that
You think she'll be a lead?
I mean it's like Ant-Man and the Wasp,
Yeah.
and like every trailer I think is her kicking ass. So it's more like she kicks more ass than he does. which-
Yeah, that's kind of the first movie, though.
Yeah.
It was,
Yeah, she
it
was
was
def-
always... They gave us the one, I'm expendable reason for why she wasn't just Ant-Man.
Yeah.
That's not a good reason. By the end, he loved her and gave her a suit anyway, so,
Yeah.
just let her be Ant-Man.
But in this one, I think it's just gonna be her like kicking ass the entire time.
Yeah.
Which in the Marvel movies, there hasn't been like a female lead in the movie. Like they've been making Marvel movies for 10 years, all just
Yeah.
dudes being leads.
Occasional
And you have like
women in tight pants or whatever.
yeah, you have like Scarlet Witch. Like she kicks butt, but she's like not the star of her own movie or even like the co-star. And you have Scarlet Witch in the Avengers and Civil War. Like she's a supporting character, but she's not her name's not in the
So
title.
this is a step in the right direction. She's still a supporting character, but, a major one.
Yeah. Or I'm hoping it's like they split it down the middle.
Cool.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
I think the next, depending on which one comes out first, or either they'll do Avengers, like the Infinity War Part 2, or they'll do Captain Marvel, and Captain Marvel's a lady. And like that'll be the
Marvel's deal?
she does stuff.
Okay. Cool.
Like she can fly. I think she has super strength. She can like absorb and redirect energy or something.
So do you know the villain in this one or the plot? Have you heard much?
I've seen a little bit. I've seen what the villain looks like and what some of their powers are, but like they don't explain the backstory.
I don't think I've even seen that.
Thankfully, a lot of from the trailers I've seen, like they haven't really given away much of the story, which is good.
That's good. Yeah, I don't really get much of the story other than there's just shrieking. There's a biggin.
Yeah, all I've seen has been like action scenes and like them kicking butt. Like, I'm okay with it. I don't even know the whole story.
Yeah.
Let us discover it.
Let us let it wash over us.
Oh goodness.
Man, that guy is speeding.
I'm excited. There will be a slight change. So normally when we do this, like Ben and I will go see a movie, talk about like what we're excited about before the movie. Then we watch it, then we record the second half after the movie, like maybe talk like what we actually thought and what we like in this. Like this time will be a little different because I'm writing up with Ben, but I'll be writing back with Kitty.
So she'll have a whole different perspective. Do you know if she's excited about this movie? Has she mentioned anything she's looking forward to?
I don't know. I mean, she liked Ant-Man.
Sure.
But it's like she likes all the Marvel movies.
And we just like the three of us just watched Ant-Man earlier this week, so we're up on it. We remember it.
Yeah. Wait, I don't know if Ant-Man's one of her favorites. I'm assuming she'll like that the Wasp is in it and kicking butt.
Sure. And they had a kiss at the end, and then they made jokes about it.
Yeah, they were making out.
They were making out. Yeah. I like that it wasn't a lead up and it wasn't sweet. It was goofy.
Dude, that's my favorite Marvel kiss so far. Because it's
really
not dramatic. There's no.
He just opens the door and he's like, "Ha!" And then he makes fun saying that she was all over him or whatever.
And like obviously like they're just making out.
I like that we didn't have to see it and there wasn't a big music. I think a big part of that moment was that there was no like big musical background.
There's no swelling
it was just
orchestra.
Silent. No swelling orchestra. It was just like awkward, silent. Dad walked in on daughter kissing.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. You know, you don't even get to see them kissing. Just like the aftermath, like door opens and they're pulling away from each other. Like oh.
Yeah, actually, I like that.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Because they had to have some sort of steaminess there. I mean, I guess they didn't have to, but they did.
Yeah, I mean it makes sense.
Sure, we both shrink. We both get bigger.
Like I mean, they play off each other pretty well.
Yeah. It makes character more interesting.
One thing I should mention.
Yeah.
The Wasp is not in Civil War.
Oh. Which is weird.
Yeah, it takes place after Ant-Man. Ant-Man showed up. The Wasp is
presumably she's just off doing something else because she has the suit.
Yeah.
Well, okay. We're not going to worry about that.
Or maybe the suit wasn't finished or
something.
I like they play off of each other very well.
Yeah.
And I very much like that she's not the damsel in distress or anything.
No, not
she's
at
like,
all.
Like the whole point of the first, well not the whole point, like a big part of the first movie is like she's way more qualified to be a superhero than he is.
Yes. Well, to the point of where it seems like a plot hole. Like, why is he here? Shouldn't she just do this? Sort of thing.
And at least like they give like that. They sort of explain it.
Yeah.
But it's also like, well, he's the dude, so.
Yeah. Do you think this will happen immediately after, or there will be like, they're a team now and they've been working a while? No, he's already surprised that she flies, so it must be pretty soon. Or at least he hasn't been working with her.
I don't know. I'm also curious. I'm assuming it takes place before Infinity War too.
Oh, I haven't seen that either. But
We haven't seen that, but
I know.
Okay.
You know, so many Thanos memes that I just vaguely get.
Okay, well, we will. I guess let's just do another one of
We
these.
should have done a talk. Yeah, we should have done it.
We'll do another one, and we'll go see Avengers.
Yeah. Wait, is that still in theaters?
I'm assuming so.
Okay, I cannot be faulted for not seeing it if it's still in theaters. It's been a month or two.
It's been like at least a month, but I think it's like doing well. I don't know.
I like it. We'll do that.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm sure there's some rinky-dink place that's still playing it. I've only heard good things. It seems good.
Yeah, it's a super solid movie.
Someone dies, I think. Feels like someone dies. Not spoiled, but like, I just feel like someone dies.
It's a big movie.
There's too many.
Lots of stuff happens. Lots of stuff happens.
Right.
You always have to find out for yourself.
I don't think there's a They should go over here.
But let's just go to the theater and have
Maybe
a
they
babysitter.
miss. Yeah, well, it's 45 minutes till it starts, so
No.
I can get you some popcorn.
Some popcorn. Well, do you have any final thoughts before we go?
Just a ham update. I've got 2 hams going now. I know we spent a majority of one of these talking about ham.
Okay, that video where we saw Thor Ragnarok.
That's right. Yeah.
We talked about ham for like 20 minutes of
It
it.
was more than 50% of the recording.
That video got like 6 views. Apparently, people do not care about the ham.
Okay, well, fine.
But you have 2 hams going.
That's all we need to say. If you don't care.
I care. I'm saying. I guess when people think of, well, you think if people were talking about Thor, they think like giant hams, right?
Sure. I guess.
I mean, I'm assuming Thor loves ham.
I mean, certainly giant cured salty ham.
Yeah, that has to be his.
Who doesn't like giant
Has to be his
cured
thing.
salty ham? All right, that's all.
Okay. Well, we'll get. Kitty and I will get back to you after the movie. Should I say there'll be spoilers? Should I just that in the beginning?
For
This new one.
certainly not this movie, we know nothing.
Yeah, but like after we'll be talking about these
Oh,
spoilers.
sure, yeah, okay. So if you don't want to hear spoilers, turn it off now.
And message us if you want to know more about the ham. Leave a ham comment.
Please.
Ben wants to talk about his ham.
Okay.
Bye.
1 pig's worth of hands. I have 2.
We'll see you after the movie. Okay, let's go home. We saw Ant-Man.
Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Ant-Man and the Wasp. There will be lots of spoilers
Yeah, lots of spoilers.
from this point out.
And a lot of yelling.
Why are you?
Because Marvel's fucking me up, man. Marvel is fucking me up. Like, this is some bullshit. Although it's a really good movie.
I really liked it.
Really, really good movie.
Let's skip ignoring that last scene that you knew had to be in the movie because
Didn't have to be in the movie. It is. And I'm sorry. I'm still pissed about the Avengers. I will not be over that. I'll be 70 years old, on my deathbed. Apparently, I'm not going to live very long.
I think you said 70.
I did 70.
Oh, 70. I heard only
and-
7-year-old. What?
On my deathbed, my dying words will fuck the Avengers. Oh, goddamn movie. Anyways,
Ant-Man and the Wasp was good.
Ant-Man and the Wasp was brilliant. Absolutely. And I love that they stuck to what they were doing before. They put Ant-Man in Civil War, threw him in there with all the other Avengers, made him a legit part of the universe. But they went back to, his movie, and you got that same carefree, funny, serious and ridiculous at the same time that you get in the first movie, which just worked so freaking well for this character and this cast.
Yeah.
I never would have thought of Evangelina Lilly as being funny either, and she's actually
She's
really
pretty
funny.
good.
Yeah.
The comedic timing.
Yeah, she's got some great comedic timing.
And Paul Rudd's I like that he's not the smartest person in the room.
Not even close, and that
Some of the people are like, oh yes, I quantum.
yeah, you just put quantum in front of everything, don't you?
It's something I don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah. I'm here. I'm a help. I don't know what we're doing.
I like how much the Wasp is a
her
forefront.
her own badass.
Ant-Man and the Wasp, it really is Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah.
It's not Ant-Man and his
With
sidekick.
the Wasp, yeah. Maybe she might make a cameo with her, with very few clothes on or anything, but she's kicking ass from the first scene.
Yeah, and she's is it really hers? I mean, it's kind of Ant-Man's story, but it really is the driving force is her.
Yeah, absolutely.
And her dad.
Well, but that's well established in the first movie too. Is that Scott's cool. And he's he's pretty capable and everything. But what's her name?
Hope.
Hope. Thank you. I wanted to call her the Kate from Lost. Oops. Hope is obviously the better choice in the first movie. I mean, they make it blatantly obvious that Hope is better at this in every way.
I would think more, like, I definitely agree with you. That, like, part of the point. That's sort of, like, what progresses the story, like, what moves the plot along.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
It's
Scott is kind of superfluous to the whole story,
he's really passive. Like, he kind of shows them and helps them out.
Yeah. Yeah, if he hadn't made that phone call, they could have done the entire movie without him.
Yeah. I like that. It was good.
I liked it.
But, like, really, you could take Ant-Man out of that movie.
And it still would have been alright.
Yeah.
Although, not as funny.
Not as funny.
And
Hank Pym got funnier.
Huh?
Hank Pym, like, they made him a little grouchier, which made him funnier.
Yeah, he did. He was a less flat character.
The action was fun, lots of size shifting around. It was clever.
I liked the boat scene too. Like, the suit that doesn't work. That was, like I said, I love that they stuck with that whole ridiculous, like, Ant-Man is kind of ridiculous. Let's go with it.
Lots of visual comedy. Like, we got, like, stuck, like, child size.
Yeah.
And walk around like the hoodie, like in the school. Like, it was just goofy to look at.
Yeah, that was awesome.
But at no point did it ever take me out of the movie. Like, I didn't see anything like, well, this is just too ridiculous.
Yeah, I can't handle
it was
this.
like, oh, okay, this is funny, and then you keep going. I also like that the villain survives, which you don't get often.
Well, I mean, true. Okay, so all of our villains survived, because we had a lot of villains. Although not technically villains, which I thought was interesting too. So you've got one guy who is a villain. Like, kills people, wants to hurt people, like, just out to make money.
The arms dealer.
Yeah. There you go, arms dealer. And then you've got two of your more sympathetic villains. Although Ghost is definitely flipping terrifying. I mean, like, has been trained by Hydra/S.H.I.E.L.D. to be an assassin. You know, he can walk through walls and shit. Like, has definitely done some dark stuff. But still, I mean, sympathetic. Like, you're watching, like, and I did kind of, like, I hate when movies do this, but, like, whatever. A very Othello kind of theme. Like, if everybody would stop and talk to each other for 5 fucking seconds, you could solve all of these problems. Like, that's kind of annoying. Watching the same, like, you don't want anybody to lose, like, and you know it's possible for literally everyone to win, except for the arms dealer. Fuck the arms dealer.
Yeah.
But, everybody else can get exactly what they want if they would just sit down for 30 freaking seconds and speak to one another.
That's true. But at the same point, it's more like, yes, that's the case.
Yes, yeah.
But, like, I can see my heart probably, like, she's in constant pain.
Yeah.
And just, like, doesn't want to be in pain anymore. And, like, this is what I have to do to not be in the constant pain I've been living for, like, what, 10, however many years?
Yeah.
Like, okay, let's do that then.
Yeah. No, and people have made her promises and promises and promises and...
Yeah.
And, like, no, I totally get it. Although she did straight up murder a guy in this movie. I mean, we know that she's done, that she's murdered in the past and blah, 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 but, there's a difference sort of in movie world when you see it versus when you don't see it. And we definitely watched her straight up kill a dude.
Who did she kill?
She kills the guy who's working for the arms dealer when he was trying to steal the lab after he got Hank Pym and Hope arrested.
Yeah, but also, she was strangely, like, she could have easily killed Hank Pym.
Oh, yeah. She could have easily killed a lot of people and didn't.
They're like, oh, that's interesting. Because, like, that probably would have made her job a lot easier.
Yeah.
If they weren't around.
Yeah, do you think that was her, like, I don't actually want to kill people, or was that her, like, we can't have her murdering everyone in the movie?
Well, I mean, spoilers for Avengers, you can have people murdering the fuck out of people.
No, that's yeah, pretty true. I still maintain everybody's coming back.
Oh yeah.
But still.
Like all of the Marvel's big money makers were in that. Too.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Michelle fucking Pfeiffer though. I was
What?
not expecting that.
That made me really happy.
It was pretty freaking cool. And her at the end when she's all like badass and like, I've lived here for 30 years, bitch. Like you couldn't take 10 minutes. Oh, like,
She was one of my first movie crushes.
aw, in what role?
Catwoman.
Oh, nice. I approve.
I liked, up until the very end, I liked how happy it was.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause, like, I was, like, banking on, like, Hank and her get stuck in the corner. Like, they're together, but they're still stuck.
Yeah, that's what I was banking on that. I was banking on when they show back up, like, she gets the hug with Hope, and then Ghost gets her from the back, and she just dies right there. I'm like, God damn it. You know, and they didn't. Like, we did true happy ending if you end the movie at the credits the way you're supposed to.
That was like a little punishment, like, oh, you're gonna stick around for the extra credit scene?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not gonna enjoy it.
Yeah,
you're not gonna like it. I knew that's what was gonna happen.
Me too. I knew. I was watching it. I was like, oh.
Even before this movie started, I knew.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know where they were gonna put this movie in the timeline. Like, I didn't know where they were gonna put it in the, like, did it happen after? Did it happen before? Did it happen during? Is this what Ant-Man was up to while the rest of the Avengers were fighting Thanos? Like, so I knew we'd get something, like there'd be some indicator, but it wasn't until the scene started that I was like, well, here it is. Yeah. This is when we find out.
For a second, I thought the mom was going to turn evil.
The mom? Oh, Pfeiffer.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah. Janet. Yeah, Janet. That was it. Janet.
Because, like, she said the thing, like, I'm a different person now.
Oh, yeah.
And she comes back and, like, don't worry, I can help you. I'm like, she's going to suck out her powers. I said she's going to do, like, a mercy killing type thing. Like, I can help you. I'll end the pain for you.
We've been watching way too many dark movies.
We have. But, like, that didn't happen. Like, Hank got his wife back and they living off on, like, on a beach somewhere. Like, well, that's nice and sweet. We got...
Yeah, Hope and Scott are together. Oh, they're so adorable.
Hanging out with the daughter, and the daughter likes Hope.
I love that they turned the cop, the stepdad. That we're not doing some bullshit, you know, stepdad and dad hate each other and you know, and like constantly fighting or whatever. Like we started that way in the first movie, where they're very antagonistic. Guy. Yeah. I love that we've undone that. That like the stepdad's rooting for him. He cares just as much.
He's getting a little huggy, but
I was alright with that too, though. Like, fuck them bro hugs. Yeah. Get a real hug in there. But I like that the hug proved that like there's no competition here. He's not going to get back together with the mother of his kid. Like, everybody's happy. This family is a little, I mean, not nuclear or whatever, but but works. Very loving. And without a lot of dialogue, didn't have to talk about it a lot. The hugs pretty much cemented that.
Yeah, that movie was really funny. I just remember like when Hope is talking to Scott and like we trained together, we went on missions together, we were
doing other things together.
We were like togethering
together.
Like, oh, you guys.
I don't think anybody else is around, guys. Pretty sure you could say it. Like, if you're old enough to do it, you're old enough to talk about it.
It was good. The exaggerated makeout.
Oh, yeah.
That was good.
Oh, yeah, the truth serum. I forgot about that joke. That was a great way to bring back the whole, like, him telling ridiculous story thing, too.
That was... They brought back a lot of stuff, and, like, it still worked, and...
In a not, like, oh, we're just playing an ode to the, to the first movie kind of thing. Like, this is still... Still legit.
It was good. I will say, I was thinking about this earlier today because of just being a comic book nerd.
Okay.
I was listening to a podcast and they were talking about events, like comic book events, where
Okay.
something happens and it affects the entire universe.
Okay.
And I hate them. I fucking hate them with a passion.
Okay.
Just because I'll be reading my comic book like Power Man and Iron Fist, and they're like cleaning up the streets for a price, and they're just having fun stuff, and then like Civil War happens,
Yeah.
and just whatever story you're following, forget it. We're doing this now. Like, okay, whatever. I'll just read some other guy. Oh, here's Spider-Man, Miles Morales. He's hanging out doing high school. Oh, he's having himself a girlfriend. Is a girlfriend a bad guy though? Who cares? Civil War. Skip it. Doing this now. Like whenever an event happens, this is a little bit of a rant, but it affects every other thing. Like I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate it because I just want to know my story, and then it happens here. Like you have this nice happy movie. It could have been fine by its own. You could have a little teaser for the next. Like, oh, wait, no, Avengers, the big event with all the other superheroes happen. This has to tie in. It's dust. Like, okay.
Aww.
I knew it was coming, but fuck you.
Bitter Morgan.
I am bitter. I hate events.
Okay, in comic book world, I absolutely, like, I'm with you. Like, events fucking suck. Like, you're following a story, it's your story. Like, if you were interested in what the fuck was going on with Captain America, you'd be reading about Captain America.
Yeah.
But, like, what's so amazing about the Marvel movies is this universe that they built, is this intertwining of all of them. And so, yeah, I mean, like, it's built for events. It's made for events. Like, that's...
I know it is.
I mean, my favorite line from the first Ant-Man is, you know what I think the first thing we should do is? We should call the Avengers. Just to prove that, like...
Yeah, that is all connected.
It's all connected. Like, no vacuum. Nothing's happening in a vacuum.
I understand it. It's like, except for, like, the first Hulk movie.
Well, yeah.
Like, I understand that, but at the same time, it's like, that movie was just pure fun.
Yeah.
And it was nice and happy, and if it had come out, like, last year, it would be, like, the perfect little movie. But then, like, oh, here's this super fucking downer, because Avengers happened right before, and we haven't resolved the Avengers yet.
Think his daughter's alive?
Who knows? The ant's alive.
Yeah, the ant's alive. I don't think the ant counted when Thanos clicked his fingers.
And, like, I do appreciate that it explains, like, oh, Avengers, we're, like, Infinity War, where was Ant-Man, where was the Wasp?
Yeah.
Well, we know now. Like,
who else were we missing in the Avengers? And the Falcon. No, what's, the guy who shoots
Hawkeye.
the arrows. Hawkeye, that's right. And they had both bowed out. They mentioned that Ant-Man had bowed out and Hawkeye had bowed out because the Accords were too hard on their families.
yeah, they're, yeah.
So they had retired or whatever.
I was thinking, I think part of the reason why it bugged me, like, part of me likes the continuity, whatever, it all fits together. Like, my parents don't watch all the Marvel movies, so if I showed them this, it doesn't...
That part of it does get kind of annoying, that you can't... We're getting to the point where it's not possible to watch these movies on their own.
Yeah.
Like,
which is cool, if you kept up with them for the past decade.
But if you need to watch 8 movies in order to watch one movie, that's...
Yeah, because we wanted Ben to watch this.
Yeah.
Which, you know, if you're listening to this, Ben talked earlier, he hadn't seen the first Ant-Man. Like, okay, well, this is a sequel. But then, like, okay, Ant-Man was in Civil War. But to really get Civil War, you need to watch Winter Soldier.
Yep.
And to get Winter Soldier, you need to watch the first Captain America movie.
Yep.
And, like, all that just to get... I agree, like, Ant-Man's role isn't that big.
Yeah, so I mean, you can skip it. It's possible to, but there are gonna be jokes, and you're gonna know when the jokes come around, and like it's not like being a kid again where the jokes go over your head. Like you've missed something. Like, oh, what are they referring to? What are they talking about? And like you need to watch 4 movies in order to catch up with it. And that is kind of like because it wasn't like that like for a while, and
Yeah.
now we've gotten to the point that like
They're so interconnected.
they're so intertwined, which is for me is great because I've seen all the freaking movies except
Yeah.
the damn Hulk movies because I don't give a shit about Hulk, and
That's not bad.
and I love how intertwined they are and how like the little references and this this world that they built and but yeah, like I can't talk to my dad about these movies anymore because he
Yeah,
stopped watching. Like he hasn't really seen anything since the first Captain America movie and maybe the second Iron Man. And so like we don't talk about these anymore because he's so far behind. Like,
And it's so hard to catch up.
yeah,
I did like, for the most part, in the Marvel movies, whenever the cameo is like, it's usually fun.
mhm,
Like, Chris Evans showing up in the second Thor movie.
yeah.
Like, Loki, like, here's a
Oh
little
my
Captain
God,
America
that's
joke. I'm like,
hilarious.
oh,
Yeah.
okay, Chris Evans, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I did like how this one didn't have that.
No cameos.
Yeah, there was no cameo. It was like
Um,
super self-contained.
Yeah, that's true. Still had
For the
our
most part, like-
had our little Stan Lee.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
Well,
Moment.
that's just-
But yeah, no. I was just
which was
no.
funny.
I mean, he's ill. He's getting old. I mean, really old.
Yeah.
Like there will be a Marvel movie soon that does not have Stan Lee in it. Just kind of depressing thought.
Yeah. But this one,
But yeah, nothing. No.
like, the plot relied on Civil War.
Yeah, yes. To understand why Scott was in the position that he was in and what he was risking by helping them.
Yeah.
It relied on Civil War.
But I do like, aside from that, it was pretty much just, you can watch Ant-Man, you can watch this, and like,
Yeah.
you're fairly self-contained.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, I'd be interested to. I'd forgotten that Ben hadn't seen.
Civil War?
Yeah, Civil War.
I gave him a recap. Like,
Well, I'd be interested to see like what he thought of Ant-Man's, house, home incarceration.
yeah.
Having not seen that movie, like if it made sense to him why the FBI are watching this guy who's never really. Well, that's not true. He was definitely a thief,
Yeah.
but hadn't really done anything wrong.
Yeah, I told him.
Okay, never mind then.
Yeah. I was trying to avoid spoiling out that the Ant-Man can get big, but then like they mentioned it before they showed it in this one.
Yeah.
Which it's Ben's fault for not seeing. Like Ben has to watch Civil War in order to get that reference.
Yeah. Yep.
All the movies are connected.
Also, you should watch Civil War because it's fucking awesome.
Civil War's really good.
And again, devastating. Absolutely devastating at the end. Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
in a different way.
Yeah. Yes, in a very, very different way.
You're the
But-
friendship death in that one.
Yeah. It just made me sad. It made me so sad.
Ant-Man was really fun.
Yeah, Ant-Man was definitely fun.
Also, if Lawrence Fishburne was a college professor, I would just take that class forever and ever.
Yeah, forever.
Always.
I would never graduate. I would just take his class over and over again.
Yep.
And can I just hang out with you, man? I'll be a TA.
I'll see you
for
next
free.
semester.
He's such a cool dude. I haven't seen him in anything in a while either. It was neat when he popped up.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
He's been doing things. He was in John Wick.
I haven't seen John Wick.
Yeah. You don't want to see John Wick because of what starts the story of John Wick.
Yeah, exactly. Don't do it. Don't hurt the puppies.
This
No
was
puppies.
good. All the actors were good, and they made clever use of the like shrinking and growing objects. They just kind of went whatever. Everything can shrink, everything can grow. Like the car chase is pretty
Oh my
good.
god, yeah, they were awesome. And I am so freaking sick of car chases in movies. Like, I don't give a shit about about your damn car chases. But these were fun. I think.
Good use, like incorporating the powers into the car chase.
Yeah, the Altoids, the ants hiding in the Altoid, like that was pretty good.
Yeah, it was clever. I liked it.
I approve. 2 thumbs up.
Until the end.
Yeah. Just leave before the credits
Yeah.
or before the credits are over. Just leave.
Once like it starts saying like Ant-Man and the Wasp and
Yeah.
credits,
Just go.
you're good.
Just go.
If you've seen the other movies, you know what's going.
Yeah, you do.
know.
You know. Just walk away. Walk away.
Oh, that's rough.
Because you know they're going to undo it.
Yeah, you know they're gonna, but it's like you said earlier, like it just brings back the pain from the Avengers.
From the Avengers.
And I get like this super fun time, like oh, Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good.
Oh, God. Oh.
That's what I go through every time.
Oh.
Like,
Pain.
you just bring, and like
my feels. My feels.
I just like went through this whole like 2-hour experience. I just sat back and had a good time. And then Peter Parker died and he was scared. Like, okay, thanks, Ant-Man. Thanks. That's why I need it. This is the perfect way to cap it off. It's a fucking event.
Yeah. Fuck you, Marvel. God damn you.
But it was good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Definitely recommend it.
Go see it. Go see it. Go see it.
Yeah, definitely. Like I don't have a bad thing to say about it.
I really know.
It's like as long as you don't think about the science.
Yeah, which I also love about Ant-Man. They do such a good job at being like, sure, we know science, blah, and then being like, you know this is ridiculous, accept it. Giant Pez.
Yeah.
You know, like,
You're watching a movie called Ant-Man. You can
like,
talk to ants.
just move on.
We're having fun.
Yeah. Just let it go.
Yeah. And they embrace it, and it's good. Any final thoughts?
Not really. That pretty much covered it.
Cool. Oh, there was something you like better about this one compared to the first one.
Oh, I like her hair. Her hair is so much better. Hope's hair is so much better. Thank you.
You got on to me about Return of the Jedi.
I don't give a shit. This one was pretty drastic. I'm sorry. She had evil corporate, like, I don't even have a word.
You got on to me for thinking less of a movie because of a character's haircut.
I didn't think less of the movie. I just didn't like her hair. There's nothing wrong with the movie. The movie's great, and I love watching the movie. Her hair was awful in the first one.
I like your hair.
This one's so much better.
I am glad they changed it. I think your hair is better this way. Yeah, that was Ant-Man and the Wasp. Go see it. It was good.
Thanks for listening.